Welcome to another edition of the Forecheck, live from right here at Little Caesars Arena. I'm Daniella Bruce, joined by Kal. Ken, it has been a very sad week here in Hockeytown as we all continue to mourn the loss of Red Wings legend Ted Lindsay. Even the atmosphere around here and just talking to everybody, he made an impact on so many people. What kind of impact did he make on you personally?
Well, I had an opportunity just to be with him on the golf course when he had his annual outing, and also just to talk hockey with him. You'd see him in the weight room lifting weights, and he was in better shape than I think a lot of us at 80 years old, but just a true competitor, but a great human being as well.
And what kind of legacy would you say Ted Lindsay left behind?
Well, I think he was a leader, and he was a leader in a number of categories, not only on the ice and off the ice, but he started the Players Association, and in those days, he hated everybody, and everybody hated Ted. But can you imagine yourself trying to get together with guys that you never talked to and try to form a players' union? And I think all the guys today that play this game should pay homage to Ted Lindsay, because everything that they earn today all goes back to Ted when he started the Players Association back in 1957.
Right, and you talk about what he does off the ice, or what he did off the ice. He started the Ted Lindsay Foundation, which has really done a lot for autism research. So that's just another aspect to who Ted was as a person.
And he was always looking out for everybody else. And, I think that's what makes him great is he was not a I guy or a me guy. He was about everybody else. And I can remember him going up to Sault Ste. Marie, driving all the way up there just to do an hour's worth of MC an event at a banquet, and then drive right back and do another one the next day. That's the kind of guy he was. Always out in the community, always trying to make people better.
Yeah, I personally have only met Ted Lindsay one time. I was lucky enough to be introduced to him, and it was an honor. But I can tell you, I have never heard a negative thing about him.
No, but when he was playing, I think there were a lot of negative things said about him, because
he spent some time in the penalty box, too, from what I know.
I think I added it up one time. It was almost like a half a year in his career. He had 1,800 penalty minutes, but, a fierce competitor. And he was one of those guys where, he would knock you down, and he wasn't a very tall guy, and he'd go after the biggest guy out there on the ice a lot of times.
And at the game tonight, we're going to be doing a lot to celebrate the life of Ted Lindsay. We've got sevens painted on each side of the ice behind the goals. So that was a really, really nice way to pay homage to him. And those will be there the rest of the season. Quite
the tribute and quite the honor. I remember when Gordie Howe passed away, it was the same thing. And number 7 will always be remembered, Daniella, here in Detroit.
Yes.
And they'll always remember Ted Lindsay.
And we are going to spend all of tonight celebrating him, guys. There's a lot going on at the arena to remember the life of Ted Lindsay. And as we mentioned, he impacted a lot of people, including some of our current Red Wings.
As a hockey player growing up in Michigan, I think he's a man who built Hockeytown, and someone that embodies everything, that it means to be a Red Wing, and not only a player, but a person, and a person in the community.
He was great, just a lot of good memories of him coming down to the locker room and talking to all the guys. But personally, I can say that he was just a great guy for myself to talk to, and he had a lot of great stories, and just always so positive.
Just being around, I think that's something I'll remember the most. Just whenever you had a chance to be around Ted, it was just great. Just who he was as a person, someone you really looked up to. Obviously, his track record of all the cups and what he accomplished as a player speaks for itself. But what he did off the ice, as far as forming the Players Association, how much he's done for autism awareness, those things are the things that stands out maybe even more.
The biggest impact that he had on me, though, personally, was the work that he did with the Ted Lindsay Foundation for autism research, how passionate he was about that, how much the care level, how great the care level was, that it brought so many people together in so much time in research, and I got to see that firsthand. And now he gets to join his wife up in heaven, so that's great. I know he missed her dearly.
Ken, you heard a lot about what he did off the ice, what Ted did off the ice, but on the ice, He definitely made an impact, too, and I'm sure the players look up to him in that way as well.
And the other thing, Daniella, nobody really talks about is that he retired, and 4 years later, which was unheard of back there in the 60s, he came back, played 1 year with the Red Wings in 64-65, and helped the Red Wings win the regular season championship, and they got knocked out in 7 games in the semifinal round. But that was unheard of back in the day, to retire for that long and come back and really perform well.
Really an amazing career for Ted Lindsay. You know, it's been a sad week, like we said, but we did see a ray of light in Colorado. The young Philip Zadina netted his first NHL goal.
Zadina near side. Hronek. Zadina wants it. He's got it. He shoots. He scores! Philip Zadina, his first National Hockey League goal! And Detroit leads it 3-2 with 2:17 to play. A power play goal.
Well, the boy can shoot the puck and finally breaks through. He deserves it. Blashill puts him out the first unit of the power play, and look how happy he is. Oh, all smiles, and rightly so.
Get that man the puck. First National Hockey League goal and point. There it is.
Well, Ken, the boy can shoot the puck. That is for sure. What a goal there. And how awesome is that for his confidence as a young player?
Oh, it's great for his confidence. And, you know, kind of remind me that shot from the circle of Ovechkin when he fires from there. He's going to score a lot of goals in his career, and that was the first of many here in Detroit. Played 18 minutes and 16 seconds of ice time, Danielle, in that last game against the Avalanche. And he just keeps getting better and better each and every game. This is game 5 tonight of a tryout. He's going to get, I don't want to say tryout, but he's going to play 9 games before going back to Grand Rapids. And certainly if he continues to play like he did in the game against Colorado, he's going to get a lot of ice time and a lot of goals before he's sent down.
You know, I do have to mention, too, when you're watching the highlights of that goal, there's a lot of Red Wings fans out there in Colorado. I was like, wait, was that a home game? Did I miss something? Yeah, he had a great crowd reaction, which was probably cool for his first time.
Absolutely, and anytime we go to Denver and, you know, it's the Avalanche, it's the big rivalry. They still talk about it back there, but it's kind of a new rivalry now with a young guy like Zadina, and a lot of hope for the future for Detroit.
Definitely. And we're going to need our young guys tonight because we've got 2 guys out of the lineup tonight. Let's start with Mike Green. He is looking like he's going to miss the remainder of the season.
Yeah, he has a virus, and he had it earlier in the season, missed a lot of action. And the Red Wings are going to miss his point totals back there on the blue line. But with that said, there's a lot of ice time for young players up for grabs. And Philip Hronek played, 28 minutes, I think, 27 minutes in his last game against the Avalanche. So, you know, youngsters and even veterans alike will try to eat up those minutes. So it provides opportunity for Detroit and the rest of the defensemen.
And as we talked about a little bit off camera, the Rangers are going to be hungry for some points tonight. So they're going to be looking to take advantage of Mike Green out of the lineup. The other one that's out of the lineup, we've got Dylan Larkin out tonight with a lingering back issue.
Yeah, that's a surprise because I guess it's been lingering for a long, long time, and he scored 27 goals already this season. The question I think everybody's concerned with is how bad is it, and will they be out for more than just one game? I understand the doctors will be looking at the film, the x-rays, and they'll determine whether or not he's going to be out of the action for more than just one game, but I think we're all hoping that's just tonight against New York.
Yeah, let's hope so. And we're hoping to see some goals out of our young guys stepping up. Philip Zadina, again, might be one of them.
Absolutely, yeah. And the Red Wings, they need some offense, and they got it in the game against the Avalanche, Daniella, but just couldn't hold on to the lead.
Yeah, we're hoping to keep that lead in this game and hopefully get a win tonight. Fans, please join us for the game tonight. Puck drop is 7:30. We've got the Rangers in town, and as I said earlier, we're going to be spending a lot of time celebrating Ted Lindsay's life. There is a lot of stuff going on at the arena. And of course, we're going to have some great original 6 hockey, so you won't want to miss that. But if you can't make it down here, you know, we do understand that. You can catch the game on Fox Sports Detroit or with your very own Ken Kal on 97.1 The Ticket. Thanks so much for joining us for another edition of the Forecheck, and we'll see you guys next time.